Welcome back to MacBreak Studio. I'm Mark, I've got Steve here. We're talking about Final Cut Pro and some improvements in workflow, some things you can do better than you could do before, right?
Correct. Remember back in Final Cut Pro 7, you were able to take a timeline and export all the individual clips?
I can't remember back that far.
Well, you could do it. And I did a YouTube video, let's see, about a year ago, called Batch Exporting Clips.
From Final Cut Pro 10.
Right, but the secret was I had to launder them through DaVinci Resolve. And it was a bit of a hassle, and there's a better way to do it now, so pretty much this video is defunct.
All right, well, let's see the better way.
Okay, so back in Final Cut Pro 10, I have 3 clips. By the way, I was playing with my new Karma drone, and this is about a 10-minute clip, and I chopped it into 3 separate clips, and I added a timecode generator, the one that came shipping with Final Cut 10.3.
The timecode effect?
I'm sorry, the timecode effect.
Yes.
But what's great about it is it's fantastic. It's got on-screen controls for moving it around. You can see the controls. You can change the color. I find this to be one of the nicest.
Very flexible.
Very flexible.
And it includes is that the file name, the clip name?
Right. So it'll read the clip name that you have for each clip. And
nice.
I find that to be very nice. And in fact, I don't want to obscuring the guys down here, so I can then just move it up here. But why did I do this? Because in that original clip exporting movie I did for Resolve, yes, we added the timecode in Resolve. But you don't have to do that now. You can do it right in Final Cut. So,
yep.
All right, so how do we get these clips out of Final Cut onto the Finder, into a folder somewhere? Okay.
Right.
Well, the secret sauce is frame.io.
Right. We just had a big update.
Big update. I tell you, this app is a killer app. We use it constantly. Every Final Cut Pro user should be using this thing. And there's another reason to use it, and here it is. So I'm going to go up to Preferences, and you'll notice here it says Manually Set Render Output Locations, FCP10 only.
Okay.
By toggling this on and then closing the window, in this case I can close the window, this is, by the way, called a helper app. And the way you get this is you go to the Mac App Store and download it.
Okay.
It's free, but you still have to have a frame.io account to actually upload
to it. Okay.
Right. So that's just here nor there, but I just want to point out where did this interface come from? You download it from the Mac App Store. So I'm going to close that. So you set that up by turning on that little toggle.
Yes.
All right, now, next thing is, this was a clip, these 3 clips came from a longer 10-minute clip, and I chopped them into 3 pieces. And I want them to export as individual files. From
exactly as they appear in the timeline.
Exactly as they appear in the timeline. So there they are. And I want the time code on there.
Right.
But if I didn't, of course, I can always just turn it off. So what I'm going to do is go to the Share menu, and I already have a preset set for frame.io right there.
Yes.
It's already set up.
One of your destinations.
One of my destinations. And it's going to bring up the export file window. And I'm going to click Next. And first thing that will happen is the helper app will open.
Right.
So this is the helper app. Now, you have to give it a project. You have to tell it what project you're going to be associating your uploaded clip with. Even though we're not going to be uploading, you still have to do this.
The project in the frame.io.
Frame.io. That's right.
Okay.
That's exactly it. Okay. You have to create a project within frame.io. I created a project called Karma Drone.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and select that. And I want to export just the clips. Okay.
Right.
So that's all I'm interested in. I want individual clips.
Not the whole timeline.
Right. Now, now you may be thrown off by this says upload, but we'll get to that in a moment. Okay. So I'm going to click Upload. And it asked me, well, what folder? Because we put that toggle on, it's asking me for a folder to save the clips into. So I'm going to go to the desktop, and I'm going to create a new folder. I'm going to call this Karma Exported. Exported clips. Easy. Click Create, and click Open. Okay. Now, what's going on? Well, you can see from the background task window, something is actually happening. Now, if I go back, it's sharing, yeah. Now, I'm going to go back to frame.io helper app, and you'll notice here that Frame.io is waiting for that export to happen before it starts uploading.
Yes.
Now it says, notice it says uploading.
Yeah.
But the great thing is, you don't have to upload. You just cancel the upload. Yep, don't want it uploading. Okay, done. Now, if I go back to the Finder, and you'll find there's this folder, Karma Exported Clips. There's the Karma Clip folder. Inside, they created a Clips folder, and inside, they created individual folders with each clip. And notice there's my time. Yeah, there's one. You saw there's 3 clips. Here's another one. And then here's my 3rd one. So depending on how many clips you have, and there it is with my altered time code source. But there they are, all at the local level at your desktop. In fact, Frame.io created a full movie and an XML that you can import, and it'll reassemble your timeline.
Oh, put it back together.
Put it back together if you want to.
Is the Karma.mov the whole timeline?
Yeah, it's the whole timeline.
Okay, so it exports that as well?
Yeah, it exports that as well. Okay. Exactly.
So you could delete that if you just
wanted to.
Okay.
You could totally do it, but you could see it's all three kind of welded together.
Right.
Okay. But essentially, that's it. You could now export individual clips from Final Cut Pro 10 using Frame.io with that one little toggle. And
toggle that, and then cancel the upload. And then if you do want all those clips in one folder, there's a little bit of work to do a little bit of cleanup in the Finder to move them.
Yeah, I noticed that there was if you have like 50 clips, you have a bunch of folders you have to dig into, but it's a minor inconvenience to me compared to doing it the other way, going through Resolve. Yeah. So
very cool.
I think it's a great little feature.
Nice, and unusual, because usually you think of Frame.io as you're always focused on what it's uploading, and here you're not uploading anything. You're just using it as a way of getting your clips locally.
Well, what's fascinating, I could have still uploaded.
You could still do it, of course. You wanted to share just the clips.
I can get the clips on my local hard drive, and they'll be up on Frame.io.
Yeah, really, really flexible. Very nice. Yeah. Hope you guys like that as well. RippleTraining.com is what we're all about. Tutorials and plugins about Final Cut Pro 10, Motion, DaVinci Resolve, and much more. Check us out, and we will see you next week here on MacBreak Studio.